Welcome back to another player review on the channel, guys. Today, EA dropped for us my most anticipated game of the World Cup so far. England versus France showdowns, Luke Shaw and Marcus THURAM. So, starting off with Luke Shaw, this is going to cost you an 85 and an 84 rated squad. Coming in probably like somewhere near 100,000 coins. First of all, Luke Shaw has had a good pace upgrade here up to 86 pace, or I want to say from like 78, maybe 80. 5'11". Medium work rates, left-footed, 3-star. He has got 86 pace with 84 dribbling and 85 passing, 86 defending and 85 physical. So really good base card stats there. Of course, there's going to be a +2 no matter what here as well. If Luke Shaw does get that +2, which I hope really hope he does. 88 pace, 86 dribbling, 88 defending, 87 physical, and 87 for passing. In terms of traits, he's got the early crosser trait, which is okay to have, but injury prone is very much largely irrelevant on this game. As we move into the in-games, this Luke Shaw is actually really good. He's coming in with 84 acceleration and 87 sprint speed, 87 vision with 89 crossing and 87 short pass, quite good there as well. He's got 78 long pass, which isn't bad, and 90 curve. His dribbling stats are okay. His agility and balance is a little bit lower, 81 and 85 respectively. He's got 82 for reactions, 86 for ball control, and 84 for dribbling. He's then got 87 composure. His defensive stats and physical stats are bonkers good already, in my opinion, with 85 interceptions, 83 heading accuracy, 86 for defensive awareness, and 88 for stand tackle. Slide tackle largely irrelevant, but that is at 85. 90 jumping on Luke Shaw as well, really nice to see. 81 stamina is good enough for the left back role. 84 strength and a 93 aggression. Guys, this card looks crazy. Absolutely bonkers good. Really hope he gets a +2. Not just because I'm an England fan, but I feel like if he gets the +2, he's probably the best left back in the game other than Icons. Really like the look of that card. As we move across to Marcus THURAM, he's coming in with not as good a card, right? He's coming in at an 85 and an 83 rated squad. Now, I don't know if EA fancy England a little bit more than France, but based off that, it might just be because this card's got a 3-star weak foot, so he's not too desirable. But he's coming in with 90 pace and 86 dribbling, 87 shooting, 80 passing and 85 physical. He is 6'4", medium work rates, right-footed with 4-star, 3-star. In terms of traits, he's got the finesse shot trait, which is kind of not important. You know, you want the outside foot shot more than anything on your forwards. So his traits aren't as good as you'd expect. As you move across to his actual in-games, he's got really good in-games, to be fair to him. 84 for acceleration and 94 for sprint speed, so a bit of a strange split on his pace there, but he's got 87 attack position with 88 finishing and 92 shot power, with 81 long shots and 80 volleys and penalties outside of that. His passing's okay with 83 vision and 84 crossing, 83 for short pass, 71 for long pass, 75 curve, but of course boosted all the way up to 99 because of the finesse shot trait. So as we move into the dribbling, it's saying 86 here. That does not look like 86 dribbling to my eyes anyway, with 82 agility and 80 balance, 86 reactions and ball control with 88 dribbling and 80 composure. We're going to need to improve that on this card for sure. He's then got 80 jumping. He is 6'4", remember, with 90 heading accuracy, 88 stamina and 94 strength. So really good there in terms of strength and aerial ability. If this card gets a +2, which, you know, he's probably just about the favourite to get that, 92 pace, 88 dribbling, 89 shooting, 82 passing and 87 physical, with 58 defending. You know, his defending stats are a lot in the heading accuracy, so you can't really play him as a box-to-box. His medium work rates are interesting, guys. But let's go across to FUTBin and take a look at chemistry styles. Alright then, guys, starting off with Luke Shaw, FUTBin is a little bit slow for the pricing here today. Of course, he can play left wing back as well. Not too surprised there. And on Luke Shaw, I feel like your options are quite limited. I think an anchor's quite good to make him an absolutely ridiculous left back with insane strength and aggression. Really good in the air, great defensively, and a 90 pace as well, which isn't too bad. So the anchor is a good one. If you're going to use him very aggressively going forward, I think an engine's actually quite good. You know, them passing stats there are crazy. I really do value having good passing on my fullback, so an engine isn't a bad shout either, but I probably think what a lot of you guys are going to look for and what I'm probably going to go for is the shadow. Now, of course, you don't get the boost of the agility and balance with a shadow applied where you do with the engine. If you are going to play him as like a left wing back, then I would say an engine probably is going to be the winner. But here, with the shadow applied up to 92 acceleration and 95 sprint speed, 93 for interceptions, 87 for heading accuracy, 90 defensive awareness, 96 stand tackle and 99 slide makes him absolutely bonkers good as a left back in your team. As we move across to Marcus Thuram, once again, this card can play striker, left mid and centre forward, so not too many options on him either. And I feel like, you know, on old and new gen now, dribbling is king. So I feel like you could look at something like a finisher. I think a finisher's quite good for him, 93 dribbling and shooting there, and a good boost to his agility and balance overall there, and his shooting stats go crazy. With that pace split though, I feel like you'll kind of shoehorn into a hunter. Something like a hunter is really good for him to get that finishing and shot power up once again, and boost up that pace to where it's really, really good there. A hawk also isn't bad as well. A hawk's quite good to boost up that strength and jumping if you want to use him as predominantly aerial threat. I think a marksman's also quite good for him, but doesn't boost his agility and balance. So the last one that I'm going to look at, guys, is going to be the one that I'm going to go for, and that is going to be an engine. Now, the reason I want the engine applied to him is that agility and balance needs a boost, and it's got a good boost there with the engine, up to 86 and 88 agility and balance respectively. Goes up to 96 dribbling there as well, plus 4 to the pace, taking him up to 94 as well, and a good little passing boost there as well, guys. We're going to be playing him in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as a striker. Of course, Luke Shaw's going to be playing at left back, and we're going to have him advancing forward to try him as an attacking fullback. But guys, let's get into a few games with these cards. For cheap FIFA 23 coins, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com to get fast and reliable coins, and make sure you use code VIPER at checkout, get yourself a 5% discount. Alright then, ladies and gents, first game with Luke Shaw and THURAM. Keep you with me for 30 minutes of in-game play here, and you know, as I said earlier, guys, this is a cool showdown because I feel like THURAM, whilst he has some interesting poor stats, I still feel like he could be a really good card due to the fact he's got that insane strength and so on and so forth. And I think Luke Shaw really does look like one of the best left backs on the game. And fair play to him as well, man, because he's had a tough time throughout his career, and see him come back the way he has over the last few years, the way he performs for England, man, what a player. And I heard just before the first game of the World Cup kicked off as well, his grandmother died, and he still went and played the game, and that was just awesome to see his kind of mental strength. You know, it's a bit off topic there, but I love Luke Shaw. He's one of my favourite players in real life. I'm a United fan, of course, a massive England fan. And Luke Shaw really has changed his career massively, because it didn't look like he was going to be the guy that we all thought he was going to be for a long time. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. That's not what we're here for. We're here to test out Luke Shaw and THURAM. I'm interested to see how Luke performs compared to the likes of... Oh, I'm 1-0 down, yikes. To the likes of Theo Hernandez, or just Theo Hernandez, because I'd argue Theo Hernandez is probably the best left back in the game. And yeah, we've gone 1-0 down here very, very early, but Luke Shaw's making a good run there. Poor pass from Zizou, but Luke Shaw, you should be getting on the end of that, buddy. Oh, that stinks. Okay, right, we need to focus up a little bit here. This guy's not a bad player. This is division rivals. I think I'm in Division 2. Oh man, Marquez, you've got to do better there, buddy. Sommer, send that long. Okay, it's a bad start, this one. Good defending there from Collar. Nice. Let's try and get THURAM on the ball. There he is. I see him. Nice. Oh, it's a bad pass, but Luke Shaw's there. Luke Shaw's going to try and whip that into him. THURAM is there, and THURAM scored. It's Luke Shaw to THURAM. I hope that doesn't happen in the quarterfinals, but a really nice goal to see early on there. Great cross from Shaw and a great leap there from THURAM. Go on, Luke. Use that strength, buddy. Oh, yikes. Uh-oh. This guy's advancing, using advancing fullbacks himself. Luke doesn't feel bad in terms of the jockeying, which is good to see. Luke can pick his pass there. Nice one into THURAM, or Werner even. And it's into THURAM. THURAM's going to look back for Messi. That's a bad pass. Based on that there, right, I would say that this THURAM card is a lot more of an in-behind kind of player, which is kind of what I expected anyway. I shouldn't have pressed there. I shouldn't have second man pressed. You know, Sommer isn't going to save much in there because he's just absolutely terrible. But yeah, THURAM, you know, he's quite built, right? So you have to play with him in a very specific way. Crosses into him, play him as like a focal point that can also get him behind. Not too much passing with him. You know, that kind of player is what I would say about THURAM so far. And yeah, let's get back into this game. Luke into the middle there. It's a good little pass. Here is THURAM again. THURAM's in. THURAM! Oh my God, good strike. Good strike. Luke Shaw involved again there as well. Really nice play from Luke Shaw into the middle of the park there. And then we found THURAM, and THURAM's absolutely bodied that one. Absolutely slammed that home. Luke Shaw's getting a bit exposed down this side. He's got 2 against 1 quite a lot. Nobody's really helping him. which is frustrating, but I'm sure we'll be okay. Is he not going to pass that? Fair play. Oh, he's tried to do me. How's he done me there? Nice from Shaw once. Oh, man, this is a messy game. How? I've tackled that with Marquez. Okay, right. So I feel like I should keep you with me because this is a sweaty game. But yeah, I'm gonna bring you back to highlights, guys. All right. Nice Shaw. Got to look back for Shaw here. If he makes that good run, yes, he has. So Dan's passing though, letting him down massively. It's THURAM again. What a touch that was from THURAM. That 3-star weak foot guy is going to let you down. This card needs to be a path to glory. Luke Shaw darting again. Great run from Shaw. Looks for Werner at the back stick. It's a great cross again from Shaw. And Werner's finished it. Guys, Luke Shaw's crossing is absolutely ridiculous. Luke's going again. Look at him go, man. He's actually really quick. He's got nothing on here, though. He's going to try and whip it still, though. Go on, Shawry. Oh, man, that's good play. Shaw's gone again. He's looking for Zizou. No, Zizou's gone inside. Why has he gone inside? Another cross from Shaw. It's another really good cross. Just a little bit behind Werner there. Nice, Luke. Great defending. Oof. Oh, my God. I've actually scored off that. I'll tell you something, guys, right? I know that's an absolutely cheesy, ridiculous goal. But when it left Shaw's foot, you can tell by like the way the ball curves that it's going to be a good ball or a good cross or whatever. We are at half-time here now. Hold on. Oh, Luke might get a goal. Go on then, Shawry. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, you can tell by the way he kind of whips the ball in and kind of like does his over-the-top balls. He's got insane curve. Brilliant, brilliant card so far. It's not a good ball. Shaw's ball in. Shaw again, and it's a cross for Marcus Thuram. These two work so well in tandem with each other. Man, I love these cards. Messi. Waiting for that Thuram run. It's on. It's a good pass from Lionel. Thuram looks for one more. And that's where you're going to struggle with Thuram, right? He's good until that final pass. He needs to be on the end of it instead of receiving it. Oh, sorry, not receiving it. Instead of playing the pass into the last pass for the shot, right? His passing is quite shoddy. Even despite the fact we've decided to put on a engine to him, his passing still feels quite bad. That was really unlucky, by the way. Go on then, Yaya, whilst we're there. Nice. Very nice. And yeah, the thing you're just going to have to do with THURAM is you're going to either have to boost his passing massively or you're just going to have to play him off the ball, essentially. But he's a great card. He's a great card. He's very, very menacing. And Luke Shaw is probably my favourite left-back on the game. Of course, we'll get into the final part of the review soon. But Luke Shaw has been an absolute joy to play with. And he's making that run again. Go on, I'll find that. Unlucky. The thing I will say about Luke Shaw is he's a little bit slow. He's a little bit slow. Even with the shadow on, he is still a little bit slow. But he makes up of that with his insane strength because he feels really, really good in terms of strength, I have to say. Yaya, what are you doing, pal? I know you've just scored, but give it a rest, will you, pal? Oh, what a save, Sommer. All right, guys, I'll bring you back to highlights again. This is what I mean with THURAM, right, guys? You're going to have to play him like this. Over the top to him, you know, a lot of you have got that flashback Messi. And that's where THURAM is really good. I know we haven't scored there, but playing kind of like off the shoulder with him, even though he's a big man, is the way I feel like you have to play with him. And that is where I've been getting the joy with him. Long one up to THURAM. Good way to relieve some pressure that is, guys. And drive with THURAM here. Who's that against me? Theo Hernandez. We might not beat him here. I know we have. Trump's going to go on the inside, though. Nice. Step overs again. He's like that kind of player as well, right, guys? If you do the step overs on the edge of the box with him, he's going to be a threat because of the way he kind of feels and his body type and everything. Because he's got a really good body type and he's really strong. He ends up winning the ball back quite a lot in them scenarios, as what I found. And he's a great focal point as well. If you just need to relieve some pressure, he wins that header quite a lot. And you can get started on your own counter, right? So, lots of things to like about this THURAM. Oh my God. It's a little bit lethargic, but there you go. You get stuff like that with him, right? And you don't get that a lot with a lot of players. But because THURAM's got that really high upper body strength and really strong and 6'4" and then has a good body type as well, he's able to win the ball back quite a lot in them scenarios, and it's actually quite valuable. Alright guys, so reviews done on Shaw and THURAM. Now, with Luke Shaw, we're going to get straight into this. I don't think there's too many better left-backs on the game. Now, Luke Shaw's crossing was insane. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the early crosser trait, but his crossing was ludicrously good. Always on the money every time. There are a few issues with him, but I still think he is one of, if not the best left-back on the game. The first issue we're going to talk about is if you use him as an attacking fullback, his stamina will get burned. 81 stamina is not good enough to be able to go up and down all game, which is a little bit disappointing. You'd have to play him unbalanced if you did want to get a bit out of him as an attacking fullback, but you need to retain that kind of defensive structure with him, or he will just lose all stamina. Set him on runs yourself instead of playing attacking fullbacks. But either way, you have to play with him if you want to play him in that attacking sense. Now, if you're going to play him strictly defensively, he's going to be a little bit better for you in terms of using his defensive qualities, because he's got really good strength, and he's got really good aggression and great standing tackle, defensive awareness, so on and so forth. Now, because we were using him as an attacking option, quite often more than not, he'd be too far up the pitch to defend in a good kind of way. But the way I could describe him defensively is basically like Gold Kyle Walker. Not as fast as Gold Kyle Walker, but has that good strength like Kyle does. Has that great standing tackle and defensive stats outside of that to make him a great defending fullback. But Kyle Walker is not as good as Luke Shaw going forward at all. Luke Shaw, crossing wise, is next level. Some of the best crossing that I've used on the game. You'll see via the gameplay if you want to go and have a look at that, how good he was at crossing the ball. One of the best left backs on the game, in my opinion, and will be an asset for you defensively and going forward, or a mix of both if that's what you want. Alright guys, so as we talk about Marcus Thuram, once again, a very interesting card. A really random one, because you can use him in a really weird way to where he's kind of got okay agility and balance and has an okay sprint boost, but he's meant to be played as a kind of getting behind, not giving the ball to him to feet quite often. You're supposed to give the ball to him in the air. He's really, really good in the air. 6'4" with 80 jumping. He is incredible. He didn't feel too bad dribbling wise. In terms of shooting, his shooting's a little bit lackluster. Of course, we haven't improved that with, we've got the engine applied on him. His left foot is an issue as well at the 3-star weak foot. But he is absolutely bonkers good in the air, guys. One of the best cards in the air, being 6'4", having that 80 jumping. And then okay agility and balance as well for a 6'4" man. Let's not take the mick out of him here. If he gets the +2, he could be great. But I said in the gameplay, kind of wish he was a path to glory, so he'd have the option to get that weak foot upgraded. His weak foot's an issue, man. His weak foot's definitely an issue. But still a fun card to play with. As I said, if he gets a +2, he'll be bonkers good. Same with Luke Shaw. If he gets a +2, going to be great, guys. Awesome cards for a well-priced SBC, in my opinion. 85 and 84 rated squads for Luke Shaw, and 85 and 83 rated squads for Marcus Thuram. Hopefully England win it. It's coming home. But guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss a player review. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now, so take care.